Hello and welcome to my vlog, my dear friends. And today I will take you to the tour of Chitradurga Fort, which is a fort, ancient fort in Chitradurga district of Karnataka state of India. And nowadays I have started presenting my vlogs in two languages, Hindi and English both, so that I can reach audiences of both the languages. So dosto, this is Chitradurga Fort, as I told you, and I would be telling you about the story of this fort, history, and this end of times. This fort has been facing and resisting and is standing tall, resilient, strong as a fort should be. So let's go and have a look all around this fort. For entering this fort, you need to buy tickets and show your identity. And after entering, you will find many guides there who are present to guide you for a nominal charge of maybe 500 rupees or so. And this is a map of the fort. So if you hire a guide, that would be rather useful. But since we were in a hurry to finish this trip ASAP and go back, so we did not go along with guide because that guided tour was supposed to take longer time. So we decided to visit the fort on our own, and all around the forts you will find these boards, and these boards tell you about the history of the fort. And by reading these boards you can have an idea about what had happened those days long ago. So this is an oil sump and the cave, and another oil sump is there. So everything was written on that board, and this place was used for storing oil to burn torches during night patrolling and to light the lamps. And these are my friends, my colleagues, Mr. Rakesh and Mr. Roy. So along with them I have come to visit this place. So let's go ahead. Friends, Chitradurga is a city and the headquarters of Chitradurga district, which is located on the valley of the Vedavati river in the central part of the Indian state of Karnataka. Chitradurga is a place with historical significance which is located to the northwest about 200 km from the state capital Bengaluru. And Chitradurga is a major tourist hub in Karnataka. The city is famous for its 15th century fort, which is locally known as Kallina Kote or Stone Fortress. This is formed of two Kannada words. Kallina means stones and Kote means fort. Other names used in Kannada are Ukkina Kote, steel fort, metaphorically used to mean an impregnable fort, and Yelusutina Kote or seven circles fort. Chitradurga is a favorite tourist spot not only of local people but of tourists coming from abroad. And you see, these are morning hours, but the place is crowded, and even people are coming back after visiting the place. And today actually shooting of a film was going on, so this place is a favorite of film producers also, and many films have been shot in this fort, inside this fort. But historical significance of this fort is something different, and I'll tell you about the historical significance. Story of an elderly woman who fought single-handedly alone with an entire army of invaders. So that story I'm going to tell you in this vlog. Let's go ahead. So this is the second circle, as I told you in the beginning that another name of this fort is Seven Circles also. So let's go and enter the inner premises of this fort. This place, Chitradurga, features bold rock hills and picturesque valleys with huge towering boulders in numerous shapes. It is known as the Stone Fortress, as I told you in the beginning, and in Kannada that is called Kallina Kote. According to the epic Mahabharata, a man-eating Rakshasa named Hidimba and his sister Hidimbi lived on the hill. Hidimba was a source of terror to everyone around, while Hidimbi was a peace-loving Rakshasi. When the Pandavas came with their mother Kunti in the course of their exile, Bhima had a duel with Hidimba in which Hidimba was killed. And Bhima married Hidimbi and they had a son named Ghatotkach who had magical powers. Legend has it the boulders were part of the arsenal used by Bhima during the duel. The boulders on which a major part of the city was developed belong to the oldest rock formation in the country. Those are Archean rocks, to be precise. And this is Mr. Roy, my colleague, with whom I have come to visit this place. And there is a stambha and two pillars standing, maybe used for the bells of the temple. And this is a wonderful fort with gigantic sized boulders, and this stone here tells you about that this is the inner palace area, and temple is there. So this is stambha or pillar of the temple, and this is particular identity of southern India, the stambha, and one temple is there. So the stone writing says that this is the palace area, main palace area, and Sampige Siddheshwara temple, Murugeshwar Rajendra Mutt, that old mutt, and then Hidimbeswara temple. So many temples are there. Deities, the name of the deities is written on the stone writing. After that stone writing, this is a metal plate telling about the temple, that is Eknatheswari temple, and you see the temple ahead. Now friend, I tell you about the history of this place, about the rulers who ruled this area. And Timmana Naika, a chieftain under the Vijayanagar Empire, was appointed as governor of Chitradurga as a reward from the Vijayanagar ruler for his excellence in military services. This was the beginning of the rule of the Naikas of Chitradurga. His son Obana Naika is known by the name Madhukari Naika. 1588 CE the time was, and he was the last ruler of Chitradurga. His name comes from his ability to have suppressed the arrogance, Mada, of a particular troublesome elephant Kari. Madhukari Naika's son Kasturi Rangappa 1602 succeeded him and consolidated the kingdom to rule peacefully. As he had no heirs to succeed him, his adopted son, the apparent heir, was enthroned, but he was killed a few months later by the Dalvis. Chikkanna Naika 1676, the brother of Madhukari Naika too, served on this throne. His brother succeeded him in 1686 with the title Madhukari Naika III. Dalwai's overthrow of Madhukari Naika III's rule gave an opportunity to one of their distant relatives, Bharmappa Naika, to ascend the throne in 1689. He is known as the greatest of the Naika rulers. The subject of Chitradurga suffered through the brief reigns of the successive rulers, which resulted in volatile conditions. The Hiri Madhukari Naika IV 1721, Kasturi Rangappa Naika II 1748, Madhukari Naika V 1758 ruled this area, but there is not much documentation of their rule. Friends, you saw while we were listening to the history of this place, about the rulers who ruled this place, we entered another circle, inner circle of this fort, and now this is a metal plate telling about the temple, which is Hidimbeswar temple. Now friends, I tell you about the actual historical significance of this place. and the legend of Onake Obawa. So, during the reign of Madhukari Naika, the town of Chitradurga was besieged by troops of Hyder Ali. A chance sighting of a woman entering the Chitradurga fort through an opening in the rocks led to a clever plan by Hyder Ali to send his soldiers through the hole. There was a secret hole to enter this place, and the hole was spotted by Hyder Ali, which was a secret tunnel. And the guard on duty near the hole had gone home for lunch. Obawa, the wife of that guard, was passing by the hole to collect water when she noticed soldiers emerging into the fort. Obawa was carrying an onake, a long wooden club meant for pounding paddy grains. She killed Hyder Ali's soldiers one by one as they attempted to enter the fort through the opening and moved the dead. Over a short period of time, hundreds of soldiers entered and fell without raising any suspicion. After returning from lunch, Obaba's husband was shocked to see Obaba standing with a blood-stained onake and hundreds of dead enemy bodies around her. Together, both wife and husband beat up most of the soldiers. But as both were about to finish off the soldiers, Obaba died. The opening in the rocks remains as a historical marker for this account. The Tanniru Doni, a well that Obawa was going to when she saw the invading soldiers, has also survived. Chitradurga fort was built between the 10th and the 18th centuries by the kings various dynasties during the period, which are Rashtrakutas, Kalyan Chalukyas, Hoysalas, Vijayanagar and Naikas of Chitradurga. After Hyder Ali illegally captured the fort from the last ruler of Chitradurga, Madhukari Naika, in the year 1779, it comprises a series of 7 enclosure walls around the fort, and this seemingly impregnable fort has 19 gateways, 38 posterior entrances, a palace, a mosque, granaries, oil pits, 4 secret entrances, and water tanks. Muruga Math in Chitradurga, nearby to this place, also has historical significance. And friends, this is a beautiful view of Chitradurga city from the fort, and you see windmills, scenic beauty. So renewable energy is the new norm, and this is Chitradurga town, Chitradurga district, and it's a beautiful sight from uphills from the top of the fort. Chitradurga is located at an average elevation of 732 meters, that is 2400 feet approximately, and this city is well connected to Bengaluru, Mysuru, Mangaluru, Davangere, Hubli, Hospet, Bellary, Shivamogga, Tumakuru, Vijaypura, Belgavi by road and through railways. And now, friends, we have come across a shooting location. A film is being shot here. It's a Kannada film, and you see the shooting is going on, and actors and actresses are dancing. But we were stopped by the crew and the people around. So now we are coming back to another place which is called Taksal. This metal plate writing suggests, this board suggests that this place is a mint or taksal where the coins were minted and collected. And Mr. Rai is smiling. He is a bit tired also because the premises are very large premises. And in the corner you see there is a room and then a secret chamber. So I show you the secret chamber. This place was used for minting coins of those days, and Mr. Rakesh is telling me that maybe we get some coin here. Maybe we get some coin here left over somewhere, but everything has been taken away from here now, I believe. So this is the secret place, and this is an entrance here, a secret chamber down there, but now everything is filled with sand, so nothing is left there. But if we go and dig, definitely we will find coins and leftover and remains of those olden times here. So Mr. Rakesh has come to see, but now this is filled with garbage and sand, dust. This is a place quite interesting, and you see the gigantic boulders over there, showing you the geology of the area, which are the Archean rocks and Archean gneisses and granites are spread everywhere all around these Durga premises. So, friends, unfortunately, we did not get any leftover coins in this mint area, and probably everything has been collected, searched, and taken away from the place. And these are mud structures, building made of mud of olden time, and these walls are of stone. And this area is large, but we don't have much time to roam around because we need to go back to Bangalore now. So the time is over, and we go back. So a nice place to visit whenever you come to Bangalore. You can make a plan to visit this place also. And this is the outermost area, a pond, a bawdi sort of thing, water structure, water hole, and this snake you see carved on the wall of fort. And now it's time to go back, friends. And when you get time, you come to visit this place for sure.